Yeah. Can you tell them that we're going on? Yeah, we're going to start.
What are we going to start with? Right down.
Bang on the bed. Bang on the bed.
Bang on the bed.
Hang on, where's Peter? Everybody's here except for Peter.
Sorry.
Right, have a good show, mate.
Cheers. And how did that go, the last implant? I stopped writing for about 4 months.
Did you?
Yeah, it goes blank from there. It was compulsory, wasn't it? It was either that or jail. Not the last one, the one before last.
Right. And
things are a little bit calmer in general. Well, they're not really, but I can pretend they are at this juncture, at this time of night. It seems to be so. I mean, jail isn't like, it's not through that door, but it's probably through the next one, if you know what I mean. So.
Is that likely to happen, do you think?
There's a lot of charges piling up, and 1 or 2 of them are really serious, but in a way I've got a thing in the back of my mind that says if I do get an implant, if I do keep that damn monkey off my back and stop piping, then yeah, I can avoid jail, but I think it might be more to it than that this time. I might have left it a bit late. Which is why I want to get all these new songs to you before the ship tips over.
And what was prison like last time? What is it like?
Well, I don't want to sound daft, but really it is what it is. It is a prison. You're in prison. You know, you're in a cage. Literally, you're in a room. That's it. You can't do anything. I'm gonna put my cigarette. You can't do anything. You burst of madness. Where you want to sing, or you just do. Sing out the window. You're in the yard. Really, it's just a build-up of anger and frustration of all the things you can't do. All the things you took for granted. And oh shit, why did I get caught? But prison actually, well, it makes me write an awful lot anyway. Become very creative. Pacing that room.
Did the implant not then? Do you feel when you stop?
I was on a curfew at the time, and I was still under blackmail and robbery charges. It was a really distorted time. Lots of trouble with Jim, with the manager and the band and all kinds of things. Then I was falling in love and it all came at once. Bang, bang. You're alive. Bang, bang, you're dead. Bang, bang, you're alive. And there was no let up in the storm, because that's one thing that heroin does give me. It's like a calming thing, you know, like even. It's just psychologically as well. It's just that little place you can always turn to and always just put a cloud over everything, whatever happens. That wasn't to be. Put down in the brown, really. So, but I feel stronger within myself now, you know, to be able to not be so psychologically reliant on it, and even physically not.
Is this a throwback to your prison days?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay, come on.
Fucking legend.
get nervous, or what is it?
Yeah, no, it's kind of apocalyptic tension now. Complete expose of like, I don't know, you just completely, you're through with the world. You don't know what to do. Sing some songs, there you go. Had a couple of strange encounters recently in Plymouth. There was some cultish type group of people who were suggesting I should meet this fellow who's cured someone of AIDS and all this. So, natives getting rushed.
Show
Yeah.
on with the...
Hello.
People, So Dave and Morag, yeah, who we met today, very nice couple. Oh, buddy, put the pipe down. If you got the right sound, if you got the right
You've said in the past sometimes you just really feel like you really don't want to go on.
People say, oh, is it much better than like, pushing a wheelbarrow up a plank into a skip all day, every day? Well, yeah. In fact, I was more nerve-wracking the first time I tried to do it, running at it. It's Albanian fella saying, oh, it's supposed to be slippy out there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's safe.
Lager slippy.
Lager slippy.
Yeah.
Lager
Lager
slippy.
bath.
Is it?
Everyone's going to get soaked.
Look over there, so.
We present Tony Hancock, Sidney James, Bill Kerr, Hetty Jakes, and Kenneth Williams in Hancock Thou.
Well, here we are. Situation's vacant.
Oh!
Ow, we're back! What is it? Let me get some situations.
You're going to have a few days in bed.
You stay where you are. It's always the same. As soon as I get the situation's vacant page, you're back down.
Sunday night.
I tell you, my back is hurting me.
Well, it's your own fault. You shouldn't rush downstairs so quickly to tear this page out and burn it. I beat you to it this morning, though, so here we are. Situation vacant.
Look, don't let's rush into this. We're bound to get some work sooner or later on the stage. Let's hang on a little longer.
You've been hanging on for 18 months.
Generally, the main problem we have is getting Peter out of his house. When he's out of the house, he's fine. So normally you have to employ certain tactics. Maybe we'll send Johnny round there to help get Peter up, or Sally. I used to go around there as well, but I just found it so stressful. I now just tend to stay at home until they're ready to leave, and I just leave. But it's just, you have to just try and use different tactics to get them out of the house.
Okay, yeah, no, we'd definitely be up for that. That'd be great. Peter will be up for that as well. Okay, I mean, I'll tell him today, but he'll be up for that. We'll come record his room for nothing, and just we'll do the big issue. We do it in one day, then, can't we? We'll have a day out. Great. All right, mate. Definitely give her a call because she's another point of contact with the band. So fantastic. All right, speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye. I'm the manager, apparently.
sometimes the band, you know, something will happen and you think, God, this is it, it's over, this can't go on. And then you'll have a great, like Scotland's happened. I really didn't think Scotland would happen. I mean, on the day of the show, the promoter still ringing me up and saying, look, is it happening or not? I said, wish I could tell you. I'm in the same situation. You know, it's happened a few occasions now where me and Drew have been sitting downstairs at a venue and Peter's missed the last plane and you can hear the crowd booing, and that's the worst feeling in the world. You know, you just feel it in the pit of your stomach. You just, all those kids out there waiting, and it's awful. So you know, you think, right, this is it, it's over. You know, we're just gonna speak to him about it, and if he doesn't want to do it, because you think, well, does he not want to do the show because he doesn't want to continue the band? But then there'll be some excuse and it'll go on and it's forgotten about, and then you play a great show and it's just peaks and troughs all the time. So you tend to take every show as your last. We have no management. So I suppose playing the shows is the easy part, really, for me. The rest of it is pretty stressful, trying to organise getting there and yeah, I mean, I'll generally, me and Sally will work out what's happening when we get there or how we're going to get there, travelling, etc. I'd love to have management. I think Peter just entrusts certain people that he sees. I don't know, I think he finds it maybe difficult, I don't know, in trusting people.
It's like you're the fifth member of the band.
No, God, no, not at all, not at all.
But you're a permanent part of them as a unit.
But like a shadow, not like a sort of, I'm just kind of there, because I'm not intrusive or anything at all, and I kind of do my own thing.
I think a Pete Doherty character is invaluable to popular newspapers. If he didn't exist, they'd have to invent him, and in a sense they may have invented him. They may have encouraged this, I don't know. But you see, he may have encouraged this, I don't know. But you see, he, even though, by the way, no reader, no buyer would ever admit to this, that they are buying the newspaper because of this. But he is part of the package, part of the regular bit of a newspaper that people do unconsciously gravitate towards. He is the continual bad boy that can be used, around which you can build a kind of profile, a soap opera itself.
How old is he, Peter? What's his name? Is it Steele?
I wanted to call him Peter, actually.
You wanted to? Would Lisa not let you? And how old is he?
How old are you? 2 and a half. Tomorrow? Yeah, I think Mum brings. I'll tidy up first though. Right now.
It's fine! Did you wipe your nose on Daddy's coat?
Thanks, mate.
He takes after.
Right.
I got my phone!
Oh, I'll send it on to you. No, that's my phone, that one. Can you grab my suitcase for me still? Really?
Can I go to you? Go on.
Exhilaration is the breeze that lifts us from the ground. And leaves us in another place whose statement is not found.
Movies and books and films used to be, tragedies used to be, developed and screened and invented. Today we like our tragedy more real, hotter and fresher. And Doherty lives in the sort of imprint of the great artists, who've died for drugs, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and also in the era of, we have mostly, boy bands today, Sweet Little Boys, who don't take drugs or trash hotel rooms. So, Doherty was different. He was retro and fabulous. And when he started dating the most photographed woman in the world, the Doherty phenomenon was invented. But I think it's car crash journalism. I think we want to see somebody fall apart.
And why is that, do you think?
Well, that comes from a very, very dark place in the human soul. Schadenfreude, to take pleasure in the misery of others. It's exciting. For what reason did people used to go to public executions? Thousands of people would turn up to see people be hanged. And I think it's for the same reason.
He's in love with a rock and roll world. He's in love with a getting stone world. He's in love with a Jenny Jones world, but he don't like his boy job, no. He's in love with a rock and roll world. He's in love with a getting stone world. He's in love with a Jenny Jones world, but he don't like his boy job, no. But he knows what he like to do, he knows that he's gonna have fun with you, you lucky lady. And he knows when the evening comes, when his job is done, he'll be over in his car for you. He's in love with a rock and roll world. He's in love with a getting stone world. He's in love with a Jenny Jones world. He don't like his boy job, no. And he ain't sure enough, so world, but I must celebrate all the things he shares. It's just like everyone's got a cold mountain around without you. Check it out, Bruno! He's in love with a rock and roll world. He's in love with a getting stone world. He's in love with a Jenny Jones world. But he don't like it, they don't know. It's so true, and I don't feel all the things out, but let it go out. Except for the government. This song is on to it, so knowing that everybody's knowing exactly how you feel. That's pretty bad. He's in love with a rock and roll world. He's in love with a getting stone world. He's in love with a Jenny Jones world. He don't like his boy job. No! 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 Let them know! Let them know!
Shut up. But good talk, man. Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah. I thought it was great. Hey, look. Okay, how does he do the ice test?
Down in Albion, black and blue. We don't talk about that. Are you from that? Are you from round here? How do you do? I'd like to talk about that. Talk over gin and teacups and leaves on the lawn. Violence at bus stops and a pale finger with eyes for lawn. Oh, gin and teacups and leaves on the lawn. Violence and dull cues and a pale finger behind the checkout. But if you're looking for a cheap salt, glint with perspiration, there's a 4-mile queue outside the disused power station. I'll come away. Won't you come away? We'll go to.
Are you sick of me filming you?
No, yeah, you know what?
What?
I suppose if you're a really confident person, you know exactly what you're doing and exactly what you want from it, then it'd be alright, but...
Do you think you are?
No, not in something like this. I think I'm too vain and paranoid to be completely confident. You know what I mean? All I'm thinking of really is, how's my hair?
How's your hair?
So I'm trying to find a way of looking in that mirror there without you sort of...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright, but... Shouldn't have had that big nose bag in a taxi and crammed me right out. And what I'm doing in the drum section. Right, cheers everyone. There's degrees of artifice to what I do, you know what I mean? But I don't manufacture feelings. I don't recreate emotional states. You know what I mean? I just take note of these apocalypses that occur in everybody's souls, and I sing about them again and again every night. That's all. That's hard enough, you know what I mean? I don't have to live through it every second. I'm not that person, you know what I mean? That isn't me.
If you want, tell you a life story about a man who's at loggerheads with his past all the time. He's alive and he's living in purgatory. All he's doing is rooming in hotels and scooping up lots of wine. Oh, there was once a boy of life. He lived upon a knife. He dug his share of everywhere, but he never took a wife.
Yeah, how do you say fuck forever?
Fuck forever. Fuck forever in Spanish is jódete para siempre. But it's not really good to say fuck forever.
I'm not going to say it, I'm going to sing it.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm going to say that Holly's what?
Fuck forever is jódete
Jódete
siempre.
siempre. Jódete por siempre.
But fuck is a I don't know, it's a hard word
No,
to
it's
say.
not fuck, but that doesn't mean fuck as in like
Okay, you
on the bed, it means like fuck
forever.
Forget about forever.
What is the meaning in English of this sentence? Fuck forever. It's like another meaning.
Forget about forever.
Forget.
Fuck it.
Okay, so you have, maybe you can translate like olvídate. Forget in Spanish is olvida.
Olvida,
Olvida.
but in an informal way of forgetting, like be done with it, be done with it.
Yeah, I understand you.
No.
Because jódete is like hard.
Louder.
It's like
Louder. Louder.
Yeah.
How is it?
Fuck is like motherfucker, you know, is a hard word,
yeah.
and the translate is jódete, and jódete is a hard word. It's like a bad word.
So everybody says it.
Jódete, yeah, jódete, yeah.
You're the son of a gun. He was born to live like a mercenary. Personally, I think that's fine if you're in the right mind.
Just to finish, I would like to do two things. Could you please say to the camera, yes, hello, we are the Baby Saint Boys, and this name, Miradas Dos.
We are the baby Shambalingalong.
Miradas dos.
Again.
I get the sense that your motivation as artists is the search of freedom and liberty. Do you feel free at this time of your life?
Oh, there was once a boy of life. He lived upon a knife. He took his share of everywhere, but he never took a wife. He was born to live like a mercenary. Personally, I think that's fine.
The media doesn't care about Pete Doherty. I can't put that point across viciously enough. We do not have a personal, emotional relationship. He is newsprint, he is money, he is a story.
Do you have any sense of how often you're in the papers and all that sort of thing?
Definitely not. I definitely avoid the reality. Yeah, absolutely.
But you talk to the press quite a lot.
No, if they're in my face on my front door, 9 times out of 10 I'll boo them out of the way or ignore them. But yeah, 1 time out of 10 someone will catch me on a certain bounce, I'll respond to them, or I'll be on the run from something and I'll need a lift, I'll just jump in, fuck it. Give the lift there, give the lift there, because they're always about.
Because people just wanted to look at you and look and see what you're up to, you know.
But as long as they can get hold of
Great idea.
love
to, like
as long as they can get hold of footage, like pictures like they've been getting hold of, that's what they're going to go with, aren't they?
That's the bit that's always the same. You just ad-lib there, I return to the places with song. Say Can you tell there? We're just garbling there. Just
get clean and then it'll all be fucking easy.
Yeah, well I'm trying to, but Adam keeps booking fucking gigs.
Well, you could go if you want to go.
Yeah, but it's just like, always feel like, oh, you're letting those people
Go to
down.
America to get played. It will all change. If you, everything you're talking about will change in that, like that.
I know, well, this weekend I was like, kind of detoxing.
I know,
Vomited
I know you're on it, but
that
just
bile.
it's really that simple.
Trying to imagine being in paradise and stretching out, enjoying it, and then whack, someone comes and kicks you in the bollocks really hard, and then you sort of recover from that. You know what I mean? Forget it happened, and again you're enjoying paradise again, and that's it. That's my life, from one extreme to the other. And you're so glad when that pain goes. It's like, I don't know. It's relief, and it's complete relief and complete release.
What do you think of all this, Lisa?
Of all what?
Well, just the sort of the press madness.
Like I just said, I think, you know, I said to Peter, I'll be honest with him, if he gets, I hate to babble on about it, I'm sure he's sick of me saying it, but if he gets clean, I think all that stuff stops. They can't do it. There's a reason. No, Mick, I'm sorry. It's as simple as that. To be honest, if he did, he'd be fucking loaded with a national hero, because it's all...
No, I wasn't even ex-junkie. When I had my implant last year, it was still junkie.
Yes, but Peter, if you're honest, there was still the chaos, do you know what I mean? It's like there was still stuff happening. Your life was still chaotic. If all that chaos disappears, all of that stuff disappears. I just think it's that simple. It's that sad thing, or actually with everybody concerned, the impact is that really when someone's in that state, they're kind of, it's about them. It's disease of addiction is a disease of self-centered kind of, you know, self-obsession, so it's all about that person. So the fallout of that is that, you know, it's really, really draining, emotionally, mentally, and it's very tough, you know, on everybody concerned that's involved with him on whatever level it is.
Same two men down the road. Now they double their offer. I was so bold. So you see these two fingers on your fingers are strong. The way to me now, it's just like breathing a
That's right.
My dad was just an ordinary soldier. When I was born, he was just like, well, a squaddy really.
Was he?
A sergeant or whatever. He lived in just a little, you know what I mean, a little terrace house on the barracks, and he's from Council Estate in London. My mum's from a little terrace house in Anfield, Liverpool. Was like, never had working class, but where he's worked his way up. By the time I was sort of 15, I think it was, he was getting commissioned, and it was a working class environment. It was like a soldier's environment, and probably by the time I left school though, you know what I mean, I don't think you could describe my dad as being working class anymore. But
did you go to a fee-paying school in a state school?
Of course I did.
Pardon?
Of course I didn't go to a fee-paying school. My mum and dad couldn't afford to send me there. I mean, it's like when you see it written down like a major in the British Army, you know what I mean, it doesn't say that, you know what I mean, he's been commissioned and he's like a hands-on major, he's not.
And what was your childhood, I mean, did you enjoy being a kid?
So that's important to me though, as well, you see, very important to me, especially the kind of coverage I've been getting. Very class conscious. It doesn't matter to me how people think of me, you know what I mean, when they decide themselves on meeting me, or they decide themselves on reading lyrics or reading an interview. But if they're told, you know, if they're misinformed and given the wrong information, it's like, it's a kind of, like, once again, it's kind of vanity, where I like, it's not so much I want to manipulate the information that's given, but I want to certainly like, have a control over it. You know what I mean? I want to know what people know. And if
but you don't have any control really, do you?
No. That's where French Dog Blues is going to come in.
Did you enjoy being part of your family, really?
I wouldn't have known what I'm going to say now is that I wouldn't know what this would have meant at the time, but I can probably say, representing my younger self, that I was I completely adored my dad. Yeah. I did absolutely idolise him.
Well, you obviously still do.
On Saturdays, it was like, if he was about, and he'd come back from doing the night shift, the guard shift, whatever, and he'd take me into Belfast or Lisbon, and he'd say, "Oh, don't tell your mum." And he'd go into the bookmakers and leave me in the children's section of the library. This thin woman with glasses, she'd like keep her eye on me, and it'd be half an hour. And then like later on that day, he'd say, "Oh, he'd be tucking me in or something because my mum must have been out somewhere." And he'd say that when my mum used to like, say a little prayer, he'd say, "Oh, our Father art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, and please let my horse come in tomorrow at Kempton on the 3:00." And I think about 6 or 7, and even now I think, or the times before he's like this, before he's kind of disowned me, when he'd sort of tell me how he felt, always negative, trying to answer back, there was such bewilderment in his eyes, you know what I mean? I was, you know, well, I was contrary to what he was saying, or, you know, have an idea of my own that didn't match his. It was such, it was quite confusing to him, you know what I mean?
So let me show the blinding. That's the leprosy. She might be free or freer, freer than you've ever been. Scum, well, I just spoke to a match, you know, they want to I did it. I'll tell you what.
The singer Pete Doherty has pleaded guilty to 5 counts of possessing drugs, including heroin and cocaine. He was granted bail until September the 4th on condition that he stays and sleeps at the Priory in South London. He will be allowed out this Sunday to play a concert.
So that you may not be the martyred slaves of time, you must get intoxicated. Get intoxicated and never pause for rest. With wine, poetry, or virtue, as you choose.
I can hear you, I can hear you. There you being somebody who's causing so much controversy. What are you saying to here? Oh my God. Oh my God! Welcome to the stage, Headline Media, young Pete Doherty and Davey Shambles!
Big up to the Priory, and the probation service, and the Metropolitan Police. Very gay, I didn't mind. I was a money man anyway. They can remember his gyro today. And I never go, no, Billy Bilo. Pibble was the man who stole a gyro. And Blue Fats was business and slow. Now give him a jag and he's rich because they want hard. In the whole closes when the night's so gone. Oh, you know, you wanted to let it be. What went wrong in the eyes of the unwell? Why not? Well, I'm in gyro today. Saying I never go.
What's it like being clean?
maybe this will be alright. You know what I mean? I don't think the programme of complete abstinence is for me yet. You know what I mean? I can't imagine not having a drink at the moment. But it's beginning to dawn on me that I can't smoke crack anymore. Can't do heroin because, not just because the old bill, it's like, I can't believe I'm saying it really, but yeah, it's like fucking my life up, fucking my head up. So yeah, I'm waging a war kind of.
don't talk about that. Are you from round here? How do you do? I'd like to talk about that. Talk over our gin and teacups, sun leaves on the lawn, violence and bus stops, and a pale dinner with ice cream. Our gin and teacups, sun leaves on the lawn, violence in old queues, and a perfume girl behind the shaker. If you're looking for a cheap song that involves anticipation, I'll be waiting in the photo booth at the underground station. So come away, won't you come away? Or we could go to Chatham, Feltham, Oldham, Clapham. Where are we from? Southampton, Deptford, Primrose Hill, Cheltenham. Yes, if you are looking for that cheap song, perspiration is a 5-mile queue outside the disused power station. Oh, come away, isn't it time we got away? We could go to
think the media is waiting for him to die. You know, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had bets. You know, it's the end of the story. Truman Capote, the American writer, wrote a book called In Cold Blood, in which he covered a murder trial. And at the end, he couldn't wait for these boys, these convicted murderers, to be executed. He spoke about it. He needed them to be executed, so he had an ending. And I know it's been talked about in newsrooms. When's Pete Doherty going to die? And what a story it will be.
Cool, yeah? Adrenaline. Oi, chill out, boys. Right, calm down, son. We're at the right, Danny, I'm just spewing all over the dressing room. Listen, don't worry about it, mate. Going, that was a good gig. Fuck yeah. What's that? Just adrenaline and all that, yeah?
How fuck yeah.
Yeah. Wait, thank God.
Kill yourself to never ever stop. You broke another mirror. You're turning into something you are not. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Drying up in conversation, you'll be the one who cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love.